So we will have Google and Amazon here. They usually both report more or less right at the closing bell, so hopefully we don't have to wait long. Amazon, the key is either below 375, can go to 350, or above 400 can go to 425. Anything between 75 and 400 is just kind of neutral, a neutral reaction. Google, looks like we might have something out. You're printing 540s. I want to see, do you stay over under 550? Excuse me, over under 550. Thought you might have had something, but it looks like the bids just dropped off a little bit. Amazon's moving. Amazon testing 400s here. I'm bidding 400 on some shares. This looks like a breakout. I did fill Amazon. Want to see it stay up here in these high 390s. Place another bid at 400. Just playing small, 2 shares. Trying to get some practice here. Canceling that bid as you are moving here, so I don't want to be coming back down. Trying to sell 419. Really, y'all couldn't fill me at 419? Alright, I did fill 419, so I'm out Amazon 419 from 400. This is a nice break. See if you can clear 420. You can get another momentum break here at 420 if you can get it out. Above 420, we could go 430s. Meanwhile, Google's ripping higher, 570s. So both Amazon, Google, positive reactions. At least initially, you always need to wait maybe for some knee-jerk reactions, but certainly looks positive across each of these. Amazon a little stall here. Underneath 20. See if you can stay around 415. If you can stay around 415, I still think you can get into the 20s and keep pushing higher. But you're starting to back away from it. See if you make a spike back up. Stalling a little bit, backing away a little bit too much from 415 for my liking in the immediate term, but if you can come back up to it, you can get momentum back. These are new all-time highs on Amazon officially. Trying to get back in Amazon at 415. I like that recovery. Just one share this time. Don't want to give anything back. I filled the 415 bid. But I don't like that. Getting whippy here, back down beneath 15. Need to see it recovering. I exited at 406 or something like that. I just didn't like how it came down after bouncing. So I'm out at 406.28 from 415. So glad I only went in with one share that time. This is interesting because you're fading all the way back down. You're giving up that 400 breakout, at least it appears you are. Yeah, you're backing away from 400 here, so I'm not going to call this bearish, but certainly not bullish anymore. I mean, you didn't get the 400 breakout. Talked about being between 375 and 400 as just kind of neutral, and that's where you're at right now. So that's not a great look. And we look like we can maybe even be setting up to go beneath 375 here. Do want to make note that the initial reaction was positive. Somebody, combed through something and didn't like what they saw somewhere. But still noting that the initial reaction was positive because who knows, maybe tomorrow you see this thing open up in the red and get a little spike up. Pretty much worst case scenario for anybody that owns premium on Amazon. They ripped this thing up 30 points, then they yanked it back down 40 points, and now it's looking completely flat. Exhibit A and why I never take options on earnings at this point in my career. Maybe when I'm playing with a huge account I'll get into it, but for every Netflix that goes up 100 points, it seems like you get 1,000 of these Amazons that don't do shit, and you're just screwed. Amazon getting close to 375. You closed last week at 374.40. So if you can go red on the week, could get more downside. This is a key support area to hold. Remember, 75 to 65 has been Amazon support for about the last month and a half. Does look like she wants to break 75. It's not flushing extremely hard though. It's been more methodical in getting down here. Alright, here comes the 75 break. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, now the pace is picking up. Printing 71s. Although then she popped back up right there. Nice. Nope, don't want that many. You're defending this 75, it seems. I placed a bid for 1 share, and I just got it. I'm long at 372.63. Looking for a bounce back into the 380s. Long 372.63, on ask at 383. Just kind of playing around this 375 support. Going the right way here, trying to move through these 370s. If I can get some bidders on 380, I should be able to fill at 383, I believe. Some down ticks here. Nice bid at 77.86, 6K bid. He got whacked right out though. Don't like that necessarily. Still long. Need to get back up near 80 though. Got a seller here at 76.50. Took him out. Getting some bid stacking. It's looking okay. Need to come back on these 80s though. Still on ask at 83. Still struggling with this 77, 78-ish range. Alright, took out some 78 asks. Coming up near 80 again. This is what I need. Need to take them out though. Nice. Right back beneath 80 though. Alright, trying to take things out. I'm out at 383 from 373. You say, why are you playing so small? Why not? This is all new to me. Bottom line is I just caught a 10-point bounce. I don't care what my size is. That's a good-ass trade, I think. Alright, so let's talk about the setups here now. Happy with how I traded it. And I just want to kind of recap what to expect for tomorrow. So Amazon is still in range. No breakout, no breakdown. At least that's what it looks like. Still a lot of time here, but that's what I'm going to start saying at the moment. Looks to have stayed in range between 375 and 400. This level is subject to change, based on what happens the rest of the evening. I'll see what it does. I'll keep a passive eye on it, but not going to sit here for hours. But if you can stay above 385, then I like Amazon's recovery potential back up towards 390 and 400 again, but below 85, below 85, and I'm looking for tests on 380, and then we saw 377 to 375, and then the trade I just made was out of the 372.50 range on down towards 370. So for upside needs 390 holds to set up 400 tests. Downside needs a 375 breakdown to set up 365 to 350. Alright, so Google, meanwhile, Amazon's still bouncing a little bit. Google did get a move to the upside. It came out of those 580s pretty hard, though. Your high is 584, and off of that you went down to 558, so 25-point fade off the high. This is much lower than, not much lower, but definitely lower than the price did move. Market was looking for like 20 points, give or take. And you're looking at a 10-point move just about here. So Google trying to establish itself above 565, which would be bullish if it can do that. To me, above 565 is looking for tests back in this 70 range that it's currently in right now, and then 575, one of those quarter marks, and then our after hours high 584, key resistance tomorrow. Google below 565, and she can sell off. Your break-even line will be important tomorrow. 557 was your close. Google can start an uptrend on 560 holds. Below 560 can sell off, with 550 being a key pivot point moving forward now. Your breakout is up around 585. Oh wow, Amazon, look at you. Might have to update this, Amazon. You're right back near 400. Alright, so this is why I said I'll be keeping an eye on it throughout the evening, because, you know, everything I said is subject to change depending on what we see going on here. I think it's pretty cool that I bought dead bottom on the stock. Your low after hours print 371.55. My fill was 372.63. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so this was all recorded. It'll be posted to YouTube. I'll put it on the site after it's finished uploading, and we'll see what tomorrow morning brings us. Any questions, guys? Alright guys, get a good night's sleep. See you tomorrow.